Right now, let's take you live to Peel Regional Police Headquarters for the update on the extortion investigations involving members of the South Asian community. Let's listen in live as the chief is speaking.
Investigative actions here in Peel. As a background, late last year, we began to see trends here in Peel region of reported extortions aimed at our South Asian community, and particularly our South Asian business community. So this is late last year. And in these attempts, as many of you know, individual suspects were using social media or internet-based messaging platforms to contact victims under the demand for money with the threat of violence. And the threats of violence were either aimed towards the businesses, the business victims themselves, but also to their homes and families and any other individuals related to them. To date, here in Peel region, we have received 29 reported incidents of extortion. And I want to stress that part of the reason is to also implore the public and the community to contact us. We know those are the ones that have been reported thus far. One of the things you will hear, particularly from His Worship Mayor Brown, is that we have heard the community and hear the fear in our South Asian community and the business community. This not only affects the businesses, but their owners and families. We also are very proud here in Peel region to have a very vibrant business community that is the core for here in Peel. Logistics, transportation, anything outside of Los Angeles. We're one of the biggest municipalities for such a thriving business. And it is absolutely our responsibility to make sure that we respond and end this trend. As a result, the public would be aware that on December 20th, here in Peel, we announced the establishment of an extortion investigative task force. And this team is comprised of approximately 23 specialized members from here in Peel Regional Police. They're a combination of policing operations, criminal investigations, and our investigative and emergency services team. And can I tell you, they are a remarkable set of individuals who are very talented, that have all come together, that are working tirelessly. The creation of this team is for two main purposes. First and foremost is to protect this community and protect the feeling of safety that is so vibrant and needed here, as well as to prevent any future acts of violence. I need to tell you, this is a non-negotiable for us. Anyone targeting this community will not be tolerated at all. The second main objective is to identify and hold the individuals that are involved responsible and accountable. Again, our police service will not accept that. Since we started this task force, and in that same period of time, this extortion investigative team has been working tirelessly for these two objectives. And I am pleased that we will be able to share some of the outcomes thus far. Some of the members of the team are here, and Superintendent Thompson will be able to speak to that. I do want to highlight that there are similar trends that we've been seeing in Alberta and as well as lower mainland British Columbia, as well as in certain locations in the US. Our investigative team continues to liaise and work with our respective police agencies on a national and international basis to ensure that we are continuing to share information in a way that is responsive to this complex set of extortions that we're seeing, as well as the volume of incidents. I want to highlight that our response immediately to these trends here in Peel Regional Police was to establish a team to investigate it, which has now become a model adopted by other police agencies right across this country. Today, we'll be discussing a specific investigation which has included the arrest of 4 people and the seizure of firearm, ammunition, cash, numerous computers, and approximately 50 cell phones. Those people are charged with 2 separate extortion incidents here in Peel region and the related offenses. The team has also arrested a 5th individual for a separate extortion incident. This now brings the total number of charges laid by the Extortion Investigative Task Force here in Peel to 24 charges. I need to say that despite the success that the team is seeing, our work is far from done, and we will continue to devote the necessary resources to keep this community safe and prevent this trend from continuing. As I said earlier, we will continue to work with our partner agencies on a provincial and a national level to continue to share information gleaned. I want to encourage the community that's being affected. They need to know that this police service will not tolerate it. The response you've seen thus far is an indication of how seriously we're taking it here in Peel Region. We also want to encourage the community to come forward. If you have been victimized or you're aware or you have any information in relation to the incidents that we're seeing, please contact us immediately. We have established a hotline for the extortions. If you also wish to call and share information anonymously, obviously through Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. With that, again, thank you for being here. Be pleased to share the microphone with Superintendent
Okay, we've been listening
Thompson.
in as the Peel's Police Chief, outlines the situation here. They've got a 23-member task force regarding, the basically extortion of South Asian businesses and business community and family members, of course, talking about the idea that this force is going to try to protect the community and feeling of safety, along with identifying the individuals and holding them accountable. And he said, so far, after this task force was brought together in December, 4 arrests have been made, seizing guns, cash, computers, and phones. And they've also set up an extortion hotline.